तपस्वाध्याय शुश्रूषा कृष्णपूजारतं मुनिम् विश्वेशमिष्टदं वन्दे परिव्राट्चक्रवर्तिनम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. Welcome back to Bhagavad Gita session. Today we are going to look at Bhagavad Gita chapter 1 verse 8. In this particular verse reveals the deepest layer of Duryodhana's fear. After listing many Pandava warriors and then trying to reassure himself by turning to his own side, he now names 7 key warriors. But this is not confidence. This is anxiety speaking loud. Behind his words is a disturbing realization. I have an army, but I cannot be sure of anyone. I may have strength, but I have no guarantee of loyalty, intention, or inner conviction. That fear is what gives weight to every single name he speaks in this particular verse. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, verse 8. Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Krupascha Samitinjayah Ashwathama Vikarnascha Saumadatisthathaivacha. Bhavan, you yourself, Bhishmascha and Bhishma, Karnascha and Karna, Krupascha and Krupa, Samitinjayaha, conqueror in battle, Ashwathama, the person, Duryodhana Acharya's son, Vikarnascha and Vikarna, Saumadattihi, the son of Somadatta, his name is Bhurishrava, Tathaivacha, like that. Simple meaning of this particular verse, Duryodhana says, on our side there are warriors like you yourself, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Ashwathama and Vikarna, and the son of Somadatta. All are the conqueror in battle. And when we see this particular shloka, he is just mentioning the name, and we read it, and we move forward to next verse. But when we go deeper into usage of that particular names, we will see the inner struggles of Duryodhana. As I said, Duryodhana names 7 warriors, but each name carries doubt, irritation, and insecurity. Out of those 7, 3 are Brahmins: Dronacharya, Kripacharya, and Ashwatthama. Though all 3 are highly trained in weapons and warfare, war is not their natural calling. Their primary identity is that of Brahmanas: learning, teaching, and restraint. Depending on Brahmanas to win a war itself irritates Duryodhana. He feels, I am fighting a war of ambition and ego, and I must depend on people for whom war is not even the first choice. That thought weakens him further. He begins with Bhavan, you yourself, addressing Dronacharya. This is not praise, this is pressure. Duryodhana knows very clearly that Drona's heart has always been with the Pandavas, especially Arjuna. Drona's life goal was to make Arjuna the greatest archer, and he succeeded. Duryodhana knows that Drona is standing with him only because of obligation to the throne, not because of conviction. So when he says you yourself, the unspoken meaning is you are here but not truly mine. Next comes Kripacharya. Kripacharya is Drona's brother-in-law. His sister Kripi is married to Drona. Kripacharya has always advised Dhritarashtra to act righteously and to be fair to the Pandavas. He is a well-wisher of the Pandavas by nature. Duryodhana understands that Kripacharya stands with him mainly because of Dronacharya and the court, not because he believes in Duryodhana's cause. Even though Kripacharya is named as a frontline warrior, his integrity is in question in Duryodhana's mind. Then comes Ashwatthama. Ashwatthama is highly skilled, but he is mentally unstable, restless, and fickle-minded, as described in the Mahabharata. Though he harbors hatred towards Krishna and competition towards the Pandavas, Again, war is not his natural inclination. Duryodhana fears. What if he cannot bear the bloodshed? What if he runs away when the battlefield turns horrific? Depending, depending on such a volatile personality makes Duryodhana uneasy. Now come the Kshatriyas. Bhishmascha. He words and Bhishma. Notice the tone. He does not say Bhishma with pride. He says Bhishmascha and Bhishma. Bhishma is the second oldest warrior present on the battlefield. The first oldest one was Balhika. The honor being the oldest warrior belongs to Bahlika. Bahlika is brother of Shantanu. The Shantanu is the father of Bhishma. Bhishmacharya is standing on Duryodhana's side only because of his vow and obligation to Dhritarashtra. Bhishma openly advised Dhritarashtra to give the kingdom to the Pandavas, warning that otherwise the entire Kuru clan would be destroyed. So he is partial towards Pandavas. That irritates Duryodhana mainly. Bhishmacharya despises Duryodhana's actions and openly dislikes Karna. Duryodhana's pain is the commander-in-chief of my army does not believe in me. Depending upon such a person frightens him deeply. Then he says Karnascha. Again he did not say Karna. He says Karnascha and Karna. Karna is Duryodhana's only unquestioning supporter. He would do anything for him. Yet even here Duryodhana says Karnascha and Karna, not with joy but with frustration. Why? Because just before the war, when Bhishmacharya was announced as chief commander, Bhishmacharya publicly announced the great warriors on Duryodhana's side and deliberately did not mention Karna. When Karna questioned him, Bhishmacharya bluntly said he did not consider Karna a great warrior. That insult enraged Karna and he took an oath that he would not fight as long as Bhishma is the commander. So now Duryodhana is forced to depend on a warrior who could have destroyed everything for him, but who has withdrawn himself out of pride. That is the anguish behind the word Karnascha. Next comes Vikarnascha and Vikarna. Out of the 100 Kaurava brothers, Duryodhana names only Vikarna. Why? Because Vikarna once stood up in the Kuru assembly during Draupadi's humiliation and opposed the injustice. He spoke for dharma and earned the respect of elders. Duryodhana now wonders if he could oppose us there. If he could oppose us there, what will he do here? What if he decides this war is wrong and withdraws? That doubt forces Vikarna's name out of his mouth. Finally comes Somadattistathaivacha, and also the son of Somadatta. This refers Bhurishrava, son of Somadatta. Somadatti means Somadatta's son. Somadatta's son's name is Bhurishravas. You can call it as Bhurishrava. Somadatta is the son of Bahlika. Bahlika is brother of Shantanu. Though Bhurishrava is a great warrior, he has no deep emotional or ideological bond with Duryodhana. Moreover, through family connections, Rohini being Vasudeva's wife, there is a proximity to Krishna. So Duryodhana ends with Tathaivacha, and also like that. If it is as if he is saying, these two are there somehow. So even if he had greatest warriors in his side, he is not speaking with any conviction. Bhagavad Gita chapter 1 verse 8 is not about strength. It is about fear without trust. Duryodhana named 7 warriors, but he trusts none completely. Some are bound by obligation, some by family ties, some by pride, some by circumstances. None are bound by dharma. That is why he keeps speaking. That is why his words carry tension. The Gita silently teaches us here an army can be assembled, but conviction cannot be forced. Power can be borrowed, but trust cannot be commanded. And when leadership lacks moral clarity, even the strongest names bring no peace. That is the deep psychological truth hidden in this Bhagavad Gita, verse 8. God bless you all. Hari Om. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramayah. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shantihi. Om Shantihi. Om Shantihi.